Yo, what's good, guys? No Life Henry here. I'm coming at you with the third week of tuning right here. The third week, March 31st, obviously, is the third week of tuning. I'm gonna hop, just straight into it. So the first things first. This is in PVE only. Frost DK. You guys get a flat four. Okay, which is okay. I don't. Unholy is just wild right now. Okay, like I honestly don't think we're gonna see Frost this whole season unless they like majorly nerf or like adjust Unholy and Frost. But flat form, it's not bad. Feral, you get a flat three increase, but you get nerfed. Your frenzy gets nerfed by 8, which is a pretty big nerf because your frenzy actually does a lot of damage in AOE. It seems like so. But yeah, it's not bad. It isn't. This is a pretty. I feel like a pretty solid nerf. I do like that nerf. It's doing a lot of damage. BM Hunter and Survival get a flat 4 here. I do like that also. Marksman is not getting hit at all. Apparently, Marksman is just wild right now, which is really cool to see. Your one of your passives as a Sun Fury Arcane, literally everybody's running Spellslinger, but I guess this is a way of them like trying to like separating Spellslinger and Sun Fury. So it buffs your blast by 25% and your pulse by 15. Prior, these both were at 5, so that is a pretty huge single target buff. It seems like. Shadow, surprisingly, okay. Shadow Word gets an death gets an 80% buff. Okay, pretty nuts. Mind Blast and Void Blast get nerfed by 10 again, which is okay. Shadowy Aberration and Void Aberration increased by 35. So with 4 set, that's a 40, and then plus this on Tuesday. So your Shadowy Aberrations and Void Aberrations will do like 80% increased damage with as long as you have 4 set, which is pretty cool. That's very cool. Spectral Horrors now increase Shadowy Aberration DPS against targets affected by madness by 30%, was 50. Okay. Psychic Link. So they buffed Psychic Link by another 5. They nerfed this last week from 60 to 20, and then they're upping it by 5. So it was at 20, now it's at 25. Void Spike from things from the Beyond now deals 25 additional. Okay, to second. Okay, okay. Mind Seer from Void Lashers now deals also 25 extra. Okay. I mean, all right. Arms. Not a single thing for Fury or Prot, which is kind of interesting, actually. Prot damage, I feel like, is pretty solid. Fury is, like, S tier right now, which is really... I thought for sure they would just hit Fury with, just the Banhammer and just make them bad again, but I guess not. I guess not, which is really cool. That's very cool to see. Arms. They hit Execute with a 20 and Overpower with a 10. I mean... it is what it is. PvP. So Marksman did get nerfed, but in PvP. Okay. Aim shot reduced by 10, kill shot and black arrow buffed by 15, and they also increased rapid fire by 15, which is pretty cool. Okay. Restoration. So restoration actually hasn't gotten touched really either. We've been getting all increases, no nerfs or anything. In PvP, it's the same thing. We get an all healing 8 increase again, and regrowth by 40. Swiftman by 25, and one of our I forgot the actual word for it, but one of our abilities, we can put this on ourselves or someone else. Our external, that's the right word, gets buffed by 10. So it was at 20, now it's at 30, which is pretty cool. They hit Arcanosphere with a 250 buff, which is pretty cool. I think it like the War Within or like something like that, like Dragonflight, something like that. There was an Arcanosphere one-shot thing you could do with Arcane, so maybe that's coming back. I don't know. That'd be pretty cool to see. Fire gets nerfed again. Fire, I don't know. I don't know. Fire, I don't know, guys. 2 was at 4 and 5, and it was at 10. So these are pretty sure I'm either from Hero Talent. No, this is from your Apex Talent, but this I think possibly may also be from your Apex Talent. The burn it all and then fire it up, all that stuff. Yeah, unfortunate, but nerfs are nerfs. Mistweaver, I'm really glad they nerfed Mistweaver. So all healing reduced by 4, which is okay, but you look down. Conduit, Heart of the Jade Serpent now causes your T to increase the recovery rate of Mist, RSK, Life, Shield, and Your T by 30 for 8 seconds, it was 75. So that's already a big nerf. And then they just nerfed flat healing for Conduit by 50%, which is really, really huge. I think Mistweaver's kind of done for in PvP after this. Maybe. I'm not exactly sure. But maybe we're going to see an increase in Priest. I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, man, pretty bad. Windwalker, really? I haven't run into, like, any Windwalkers, like, at all yet. But, okay. Zenith Stomp reduced by 25. RWK reduced by 15. Fist of Fury increased by 15. That's, okay, that's interesting. Touch of Karma now absorbs 20% more. What? Why? Why? They do not need this, bro. Who thought that, bro? Okay. So, I mean, like, that's not bad. Fist of Fury gets buffed and your karma gets buffed, which is kind of annoying. But I mean, you know, it is what it is. Pally, okay. Here we go. So, okay, Vengeful Wrath increases the Hammer of Wrath thing by 20%. Was 50. Okay, that's already a huge nerf. Spell warding duration reduced to 6 seconds. Was 10. Okay, that's also kind of a huge thing also. Holy, Herald of the Sun, Eternal Flame healing increased by 20. Okay, I like that. Protection, I mean, why, dude? Blizz, just remove tank specs from queuing into Arena. You should not be able to queue as a fucking tank in Arena. That is the most cringe, annoying thing that you can do as a player. Because they have like a million fucking... Dude, just remove the tank role queue from Arena. It is the cringiest shit ever. Okay, Red. Why the fuck why did they get... Dude, I don't know who is working on Ret, but they not, dude, they are so overtuned, it's not even funny. My little sister, dog, actually, know what? My dog, I don't even have a little sister. My dog could hop on my keyboard and play Ret Pally just by hitting the key. Like, dude, Ret is so stupid right now. And I mean, dog. Templar's Verdict and Final Verdict, so both variations of this talent, increased by 25%, and then Herald of the Sun, Dawnlight damage increased by 30%. Holy shit. Rogue's on here. Interesting. Holy shit. Okay. So, okay. So, this is interesting. Death perception effects, finisher DPS by 3 was 5. I mean, okay, it's a nerf. Okay. Replicating shadows increase for shadow clones reduced to 5 was 15. Okay, that is a kind of a big nerf. Okay. Damn. So, okay, so Rogue's getting nerfed, but only in PvP. Okay. All right. Shaman. They actually have a lot of shit for Shaman. Wow. Okay. Lightning Lasso increased by 450%. Electrocuting increased by 35. Ellie, only Farseer, so, you know, Stormbringer still hasn't gotten touched. All Ancestral Healing increased by 20. Okay, I like that. Enhancement, Stormbringer, okay, so Tempest reduced by 15. Okay, I like that. Restoration, healing, same thing for Ellie. They get a 20% buff. Elemental Reverb now increases Riptide healing by 25, was 10. Okay, so Restoration got buffed also. And the last... Oh, okay, Warrior did get hit, but only in PvP. Okay. Arms, BS can now reduce the duration of movement and pairing effects by 25. See, why can't this type of shit for Warrior be in PvE? Like, make our shouts, like, worth more, or, you know, like, something. Give us a group thing, you know, like a battle, I don't know, something. I know not every class can have one, you know what I'm saying, but like, dog, that would be cool. Okay. Ignore pain, absorption increased by 20%. Oh, arms is going to be unkillable now, GG. Fury, okay, so they hit execute with a 20%, and then they burst of power. Oh, that's a big nerf. Again, only in PvP, which is nice. This is pretty much, this empowers your bloodthirsts. It was at 35, now it's at 15. I mean, it still empowers it, which is nice, but that is still a big nerf. Honestly, guys, I honestly I kind of feel good with these changes overall. What do you guys think in the comments, man? Again, March 31st, that is the next day. I wanted again thank you guys so much for watching the videos. Just let me know if you guys want this type of content. I do like making it so that I'm aware of what's happening on Reset. Just in general, all that stuff. I'm trying to do as many keys as I can, man, but I only want to upload keys that I've timed, and I've only timed one, and I forgot to hit record for that whole thing. But yeah, guys, that as I said, that is March 31st, week 3 patch notes, man. As I said, I like them. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.